My next upload for today with regard to the human rights abuses is with very serious concern for practitioners that have been of defamation of my character. Now, as I've mentioned, in the past 5 years since I became a married mother, my privacy has been very severely disrespected by practitioners that are assisting property theft. Now, practitioners that are assisting property theft are causing an offence against the state. It's serious enough that they've caused very dangerous damage to an innocent child, and it's quite dangerous that that hasn't been addressed and that the course of procedures has been obstructed. So it's also quite dangerous that a law-abiding citizen, a humanitarian of legislation and of advocacy and of a clean track record, as I keep reiterating, is being violated by practitioners that are conducting property and financial theft. So there's a very serious issue occurring in Tralee, County Kerry, where an innocent child has been damaged and disrespected due to ignorance. And that's highly inexcusable in any society. It's also unforgivable to withhold a child from his mother. So it's very dangerous what's happened to him. That's my child I'm referring to. And the Ombudsman for Children have been made aware of this since 2017. So I'm wondering, after 3.5 years, where the Ombudsman for Children are on this matter. It's common knowledge, as I keep reiterating, how my child has been traumatised. So the issue now of the practitioners that are of slander of the Kerry University Hospital. There have been consultants of the Kerry University Hospital of defamation of character and misdiagnoses that are quite dangerous offences also. So these kind of offences to be exacerbated isn't very helpful when treason is occurring against the sacred royal. And as I'm of legislation and humanitarianism, I have a very serious concern about people in their professions that aren't working properly. As a teacher, a qualified educator, I have very huge concerns for individuals that aren't doing their jobs properly. It's really serious. And it's even more serious that my little boy has been harmed in state care. So the Ombudsman for the Medical Council, the Mental Health Commission, and the Child and Family Agency, and the Ombudsman for Children have all been contacted since 2017. And I'm wondering how these organisations hold themselves in esteem when these kind of problems are being waylaid. It's not very, very professional. So I'm really concerned as a teacher that has worked for the betterment of other young people's education and progress. What frauds are in my proximity with their falsification of information and their very dangerous offences against a precious royal child? Would the guards and the government and the United Nations kindly address the very filthy situation occurring at the moment? It's really disgusting. I'm a mother, a married mother. My child has been withheld from me unlawfully, and he's been damaged as a consequence of practitioners not doing their jobs properly. I'm living in conditions that are unacceptable while people are on my property in Ardfert and McElligott holding in Kilflynn. So this is all very serious. So the practitioners facilitating any further offence that have been negligent and incompetent in the past are liable, and are liabilities to other innocent people's lives that will be affected for disrespect to my sacred royalty. So would the guards and the government kindly remember the awful damages, harms and losses that were caused as a consequence to occurrences prior to 2018, when I commenced one of my most recent humanitarian projects. Would the guards and the government kindly remember the wealth recovery as a consequence of my humanitarian work in 2018? And would the guards and the government kindly remember the fabulous developments and progress for those in recovery as a consequence of my humanitarian project of 2018? So this is a very serious message with regard to abuses against royalty and the Constitution and the Declaration of Human Rights in Tralee, County Kerry yet again? Would the guards and the government kindly cast their minds back to 2018 and 2019 and the very serious fraudulence that has been wiped clean from this country? I'd appreciate my child in my care immediately. People on my property in Ardfort and Kilflynn McElligott Farm Holdings are trespassing. And the guards and the government that are aware of the unlawful care order of the incident in January 2017 without identification being presented by the 2 guards that presented themselves to me, without grounds or explanation. Would you mind addressing these issues immediately?